tomorrow could loom even larger then. I think these guys can find this, and there we are, 48 seconds now. They could maybe find even more. We'll see. I think the gap by the end may well be quite modest. It depends, I guess, what Yates does right now and who actually goes with him. He's stalking everybody apparently, and he's picking up the cadence right now. Is he going to go on a drive? We'll see. The last 1500 meters, we're into it right now, and the hairpins are starting. Chris Froome just can't quite keep latched on. Adam Yates looks like he's not going to help out in this drive back. Froome suddenly finds that drive, he spins it up, and I'm afraid Yates can't stay with them. Out front, Contador looks the freshest of all. He tries to look into the eyes of Valverde, can't see anything but a blank stare from that desperate Dan kind of character that he is. He rounds this corner, one of the latest, the Flamme Rouge beckons.
This is interesting, riding by Marc Soler of Movistar. Just swings over, has a look at the damage that he's caused. Some real hard surges there, split this group, but we know that Chris Froome can just get into his own rhythm. He won't panic, he doesn't react like the Spaniards. He gradually draws himself back into contention using that familiar style of his, and there he is back on the wheel of Valverde.
Back on. Now what heartbreak is that? Now Valverde, I imagine, is the one who's going to suffer most. No, not a bit of it. He goes over the top. Now quite often you see this, and it's his last counterpunch. He's been able to rest up because of what Soler's done. Froome can't follow just for the time being, but Contador most certainly can. Contador versus Valverde. Now Valverde's just about to hit this hairpin, and he's got a much bigger cadence at the moment. Now can he drive it home? It does flatten out, and in a sprint situation your money would have to be on him, but don't count out Bertie here, and don't count out Chris Froome either. Suddenly he finds it on the curve. Valverde's reached out, and I think it's possibly going to be for glory at this point. He's still got hairpins to take, but look at how it starts to flatten out here, and look at the cadence as well he is setting. We're getting into the last 300 or so meters. There's still a couple of turns to take, and here comes Contador back, but all the time Chris Froome is closing back in on Contador. You just cannot shake the man.
An absolutely fascinating pursuit. Three very different riders style-wise. Valverde hoofing a massive gear around this hairpin bend.
Wow.
He affords a bit of a glance down. He'll see the red of Alberto Contador. He'll see the black of Chris Froome. Has he got enough to hold on to take another win?
I think he probably has. Let's have a look and see whether Froome and Contador are going to work together here. There's that another pesky turn coming up, and you can see that the incline is now about to be taken on the curve by Valverde. He opens it wide. He goes to the left, and it gives himself the best view to take the corner. Carries a lot of pace into it and almost skips up it. Oh, he's away. Valverde here. So much disappointment for him at the top of this race after being given a 1-minute penalty. If you factor that back in, he'd be the out-and-out leader of this race. He feels aggrieved. The Spanish fans do as well. The Spanish press have backed him up as well, but he can't change the mind of the commissaires. But with 300 meters to go, I think he's announcing himself as a potential winner of this race. Here he goes, digging in for glory, and what a fantastic moment this is for him.
Alberto Contador in third.
Goodness me, what a day we have had, and all praise as well for Marc Soler, who sacrificed himself for Valverde, allowed his team principal to rest up within a talented group. And here is the count back, and we've got to worry about it. Here is Adam Yates, brave ride by him. As soon as that hits a magic marker of 40 where are we?
45 seconds.
45 seconds
plus a 10-second time bonus. It look as if he is going to be okay for the lead.
He is indeed. Brave Dan Martin crosses the line. There we are. Our leader is Valverde. Of course, with the factored in 10 seconds as well, he was already the leader. Brave work right the way down this mountain. And there's going to be some very exhausted legs, I'm afraid. Let's see how they come home. Oh, my goodness, Hugh
Carthy, fantastic.
What a fabulous ride by him. Just popped back in. He rode through it, issued an oath, which you won't translate for you. I could at least read those lips. And here is TJ Van Garderen, who led this race so bravely. Well, let's see what he's got tomorrow and what is a breakaway kind of day. He'll be marked out. Movistar will be mob-handed, of course, as we go to Reus. But I'm afraid that TJ will hand over the leader's jersey, and BMC, despite being elevated into leader status after Movistar were knocked back on the time trial, they've had the jersey since then within their team. Not anymore. It's gone back to Movistar. And indeed, what a great day we have had of cycling here in Catalunya. It's been special, this stage 5. We always knew it was going to be, and so